Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, we're down here on Logan Street in the Shelby Park neighborhood at the Logan Street Market, and today we're going to review, it's a place, authentic Venezuelan food called Full Arepas, Kentucky. Before we get going though, first and foremost, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Also, y'all remember Ryan's grandpa, Floyd, give us a little update on what's going on there.
Okay, Floyd's home. He's doing pretty good. He's very tired. I want to send my best wishes to my grandpa, and my grandma is a trooper hanging in there with him. Also, a little emotional here, but thank you, Mom, Pam, for doing everything you do to communicate, and Jeff as well, my stepfather, and helping out.
All right, so shout out to Ryan's family and especially Grandpa Floyd. And by the way, that's Floyd and Mama on the right in that picture, and then Ryan's mom and his stepfather on the left, if you're wondering who all those people were. But anyway, so back to Full Arepas, Kentucky. To my knowledge, it's the only family-owned Venezuelan restaurant here in Louisville. You have a Venezuelan restaurant down in Nulu, but it's not family owned. It's owned by a investment group, and I tried to review it one time. They didn't like my review, so I took it down. So anyway, I didn't realize then it wasn't family owned. So I like to do family owned places. That's what brought us here today. There are several restaurants inside the Logan Street Market, but I'm only focusing on one today. You know anything about Venezuelan food, Jay?
Not a whole lot, no, I don't.
And by the way, glad to have Jay back with us today. He's been on hiatus for a minute.
A little bit.
And but anyway, you got anything you want to add on it?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we've been trying to figure out what to do today for a little while, so this is going to be hopefully a very happy ending.
And again, it's one of those serendipity type deals. We were starting off to review a place, Annie's Pizza, but we got all the way out to Cane Run and they didn't have dine-in, even though it shows on Google they have dine-in. So we had to scrap that. We just rode around, and then finally after touring Louisville, we ended up here. So we usually have good luck when we start off to go someplace and suddenly doesn't work out and we end up somewhere else. So that's why we're here today, and hopefully it works out. And we've been studying this menu because, like I said, you don't see much Venezuelan food around here. So we're having to study it real hard. There is an example of what an arepa looks like, by the way. And everything here is homemade. I even got a homemade juice. Where is that juice? Okay. It's a homemade fruit juice. It's actually homemade here. But kind of look around here before we find a seat. There's all kinds of different shops here and different booths, food booths. V-Grits. I was going to review V-Grits when they had their old location, but they shut it down like the week before I was going to review it. And actually, I've already reviewed this one over here fresh out of the box. And there's also some other ones in here I've done before. Excuse me. The bagel place over there, they're not open right now, but I've reviewed that one. So you got a good variety of foods in here, some international choices. And I don't know what that dessert is, but it's calling my name. Be back in just a minute. We've already ordered our food. While we're waiting on the food, I want to show you around the market here. I'm really liking those old school machines. Got pinball, Pac-Man. Anyway, as I said, we've got all kinds of different vendors. You see up top, they've got a whole row of different clothing vendors and gifts. different things here. Spices. Twisted pies. Okay. There's a new one I haven't seen in here before. I remember this crepe. I've had crepes before from this place. It's really good. Oh, they're selling some eggnog and hot cider here. Vietnamese coffee. I got a full bar. So I've done the full lap downstairs. I might go upstairs and show you what's up from there. Be right back. Upstairs now, you see that whole row of vendors up there. Nice little view down here onto the market. It's clothes, jewelry, all kinds of gifts. Yeah, you could probably spend the better part of a day shopping in here. And of course, everything's local. You're supporting local, which is what I'm all about. Look like some good vintage clothes here. And there's Ryan and Jay. Yeah, Ryan. All right, so Jay's gonna go first. Show us what he's got. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, so this is a pico de gallo Aleppo, and I thought it looked like it has some steak or something on it, but maybe it's just real marinated.
I think the pico de gallo does come with the steak because I ordered that too.
Okay,
On one of mine.
all right. Well,
Is this your first ever arepa?
this is my first ever arepa, and I'm going to give this a shot. It looks really good. I wasn't expecting so much.
Got him a nice clean bite there. How would you describe that that pocket that it's in, the arepa itself?
It's it's a little bit crispy on the outside. It's soft on the inside. I don't think I've had anything like it. It's good. The meat is extremely flavorful and lots of fresh vegetables on it too. This is very good. Nice and hot. Lots of flavor.
Looks like a nice size sandwich or arepa, whatever, you know.
Yeah. It tastes like it's made with corn. Like there's some corn in this, maybe flour too, but
And you see you got the black beans and rice.
yeah, almost like corn tortilla that's kind of fried. It's very good.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah, maybe it's, I don't think I've had a chalupa, but maybe that's what it's like.
okay. All right, so that's unique. And, you know, I love getting out, finding new international, cuisine. So this is great. Like I said, the only family-owned Venezuelan restaurant, to my knowledge, in Louisville. All right, we're going to be right back, and I'm going to show you what Ryan's going to dig into. All right, I got the arepa pabillon, which comes with a marinated steak. It's also got caramelized onions, and it's got a fried plantain and some type of cheese. I'm not sure if it's goat cheese or what, but this thing is heavy. I would say, it doesn't look that big, but it's actually stuffed full of meat. I'm gonna take it out of this. Well, no, I think I'll leave it in there. But
You can see the flavor on
look
there.
at that. I'm gonna take a bite without putting the sauce on it first.
Runaway bean.
And speaking of beans, it's got black bean in there too, I see. That is just so tasty. Those caramelized onions give it a nice little flavor additive. All right, I'm gonna try their green sauce. This is homemade sauce, by the way. And I'm also going to use some of the Valentina sauce. Oh. Alright, I got their homemade guacamole with what's this vegetable called?
Plantain.
Plantain chips. Little bitty chips. That should be Fat Guy Conspiracy chips, to make sure you don't get too much guacamole in one scoop. Make sure fat people don't hog it up at the parties. That's some very good guacamole. Very fresh, flavorful avocados with, it's like a pico de gallo with the red onion and tomato. Very tasty. All right, let me try their rice. This is just your regular rice here. It doesn't look like it has anything special in it. Good solid rice. All right, and I got their homemade Venezuelan fruit punch. I can't remember what it's called, but the Spanish name, which is probably good I don't know it, so I just butcher that too. Anyway, homemade. Oh yeah. I'll tell you what kind of stands out to me, besides the tropical fruit punch, I taste like a grapefruit flavor in there. Very good, cool and refreshing. I could see this being a good drink by the poolside in the summertime. All right, be right back. I'm gonna move on over to Ryan's stuff and see what he's got. All right, so Ryan mixed it up. He's got some different items. What you got there, bud?
Well, I'll start here with the veggie empanada.
Okay.
Oh, well, do something with a little bit of a health twist. The cheese offsets some of the health, but that's okay by me.
Yeah, we don't want to go cold turkey healthy by any means. You might go into a vapor lock.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna talk about healthy. It's like a donut shell. A little cheese, you got plantain, black beans. Very delicious. And then my other choice, I went ahead and got make sure I say this, cachapa ham and cheese. Basically, they described it as a pancake stuffed with ham and cheese.
Oh yeah, you can't. Oh, a pancake?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
I'm sure eating this with a fork is probably proper. Whatever.
We're not proper. Y'all might have noticed, I've always told you I was raised by a pack of rabid wolves. Y'all saw that last review we did down Tompkinsville this past weekend when we were at that Dovey's Hamburgers. My dad asked to have a bite of my burger and pulled off a triple snapping turtle move. So I come by it naturally.
That is amazing. It's almost got a sweetness of the pancake, ham and cheese, the saltiness. That is, I mean, that's really just amazing. Great ham. I'd eat that for breakfast. I eat it for lunch. I'm eating it for dinner.
Okay.
All the above. And I don't even feel I need to add the hot sauce to that, but now the veggie, I probably will add. But then also, I got, they call it Papillon with lemon. I think it's basically just tea with lemon.
Venezuelan tea. Okay.
Maybe a little bit sweet tea. It's
all right.
Very good. Diet Coke for later, but no need to review Diet Coke.
Yeah. All right. Well, his looks good. I got another item. We'll be back in just a second. All right. So I'm going to finish up with my arepa de gallo. As y'all saw, Jay had one earlier, but I'm going to put a different twist on it. There's a booth right next to us called Colonel Gourmet Herbs and Spices, and I went over there and bought one of their hot sauces, which this is a habanero mango hot sauce. Also, I'm gonna put some of that cilantro green sauce that they have here. Looks very pretty.
Christmassy.
Yep. Good observation there. All right. And I do see some caramelized onion, and it does have the pico de gallo with the cilantro, red onion, tomato. All right, here we go. Good marinated steak in there. Everything just blends together great. With that cheese is really good and rich. It kind of blends together well with that pico de gallo. Nice flavor. And these arepas, I still don't know what's all and how they make those, but it's definitely like some kind of flour. Kind of like reminds me of a gordita. Wash it down with some of that Venezuelan punch. I like the taste of that habanero sauce too. All right, we'll work on this. And then we got something, I thought it was dessert, but I don't think it is dessert. It just looks like it. Anyway, we'll be back and we're gonna sample that. Be back in just a second. All right. So as I said, I thought this was dessert, but the more I look at it, it's got ham. It's like some kind of ham and cheese roll up with olives and raisins. I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. It looks like some kind of rolled up bread and then they bake it all together. I'm gonna try it before I put any sauce on it. Very tasty. And as Jay said, he said he wouldn't classify it as dessert, and I agree.
No, it's got a little sweetness to the bread, but it's not a dessert.
Do you think it'd be good with like a honey syrup or something like that? Sorghum?
I'm sure anything will go good with sorghum. All right, so now I want to take it up a notch, as Emerald would say. All right, here we go. Very flavorful. I like how that ham combines with the saltiness of the olives. Then you got the sweetness of the raisins in there. Just kind of all melds together into a big flavor burst. I love it. And that's great homemade bread that it's rolled up in with the cheese. Yeah, definitely recommend this. All right, so I'm gonna finish this. We're gonna go out and give some parting words. Be back in just a minute. All right, take 3. Okay, Jay. I called him Ryan twice. We had to do this over. Anyway, go ahead and tell what you think about what everything was great. Ryan, what did you think? Or, what do you think, Ryan?
Yeah.
Son of a. Go ahead and tell what you think about what we just had.
I thought it was very good. I thought the Aleppo was amazing. There's other stuff on the menu. I can't recall what it is, but I'd want to try it. The problem is that thing was so good, I'd want to eat that again. And the steak was good. It was marinated. I love the onions on it. The fresh vegetables. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, that pico de gallo. Yeah, that was very tasty.
Excellent.
Yep. What about you, Ryan?
Well, while we're in there, I thought of a rendition to a Kiss song. I'll give you a couple clips of it. It's Kiss, God gave rock and roll to you. God gave lots of food to you. Saved lots of food for everyone. Watch the videos if you know what you want. If you don't know for sure, you might see something you can't find for sure. Never too late.
That Kiss song must have came after I was a fan. That must have been after the makeup came off.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good parody.
Oh,
But
yeah, after Kiss Alive 2, I was out. I was done after that. But anyway, I thought everything was great that I had. Every item. I think it's very unique. You know, Venezuelan food. It's different than Mexican food. So, you know, don't put it under that same umbrella and characterize it as like Mexican food, because like even the arepa shell was unique and different. The flavors, the marinade and the steak, very different and unique. And that's what I like. I like finding and exploring and discovering new cuisines, different international flavors. So definitely give this place a try. It's family owned. They've been open here in Logan Street for 1 year. And I got a feeling that they'll be moving on from Logan Street at some point and having their own brick and mortar. Y'all got anything else?
No. I'll work on my sing and dance for another time.
Yeah, except for next time you got to sing it.
That'll work.
Yeah. All right, so get on down here to Shelby Park, and y'all don't know nothing about this full of Arepas, Kentucky.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.